All right, man. Listen, we back, man. Let's talk on some let's talk on this Tim Burns and the business of college football. This week it gets reported Tim Burns decommits. Tim Burns decommits from University of Miami. Tim Burns has what, 4 teammates headed to the University of Miami, right? Tim Burns was the first Miami Northwestern recruit to commit to the University of Miami. And you would think that, listen, it's a loyalty thing. So listen, they can't drop Tim Burns. They got 4 more players. That's 3. What is it? 3 now. Right? Hammett decommitted. So they got Mello, Kitchens. Oh, it's Mello and Kitchens. 2 left. It was 4. So now it's 2 left. Mello, Kitchens. Yeah, right. Khalil Brantley. Okay, so Khalil Brantley. We got 3 still committed. So it's getting reported next week, Tim Burns decommits, which can be confusing because sometimes when it gets reported, it always gets reported from the kid's standpoint. I even fall into saying it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, listen now, real talk, this is what happens. Sometimes these kids decommit because the coaches are no longer taking their phone calls. But nobody ever says that. Nobody ever says University of Tulsa decommits from Derek Williams. Or nobody ever says University of Texas has stopped taking Johnny Long's phone calls. So now he has no choice but to decommit. Nobody will answer the phone. A lot of times that's what happens, dog. So when things get reported, it gets reported from the kid's standpoint, and then the fans look at the kids crazy. Like, I know for a fact the boy wanted to go to the University of Miami. He wanted to be a Cane. He was the first one to sign. Then you start getting to the word loyalty. Listen, the loyalty thing is cute and all, but parents, look at me. Look in my eyes. Look, parents, look in my eyes. Fans, y'all move out the way. Look at my eyes, parents. It's a business, and they treat it as such. They're not going to sit on your couch and say that when they come eat collard greens and oxtails at your crib and they tell you they love your cookie. They're not going to tell you that. This is a business, and they treat it as such. And if your son don't fit, they'll stop taking his phone calls. And they stop taking his phone calls, they make him feel uncomfortable, and then eventually he decommits. And then it gets reported as Tim Burns decommits. Corey Hammett decommits. I'm not sure I don't think that's what happened with Corey Hammett, but that's how it happens sometimes. How it completely happened with Tim Burns, his mom came out and made a statement. I know the family. I followed Tim Burns since he was 10 years old or whatever. I didn't talk to her, so I don't know exactly what happened. But so many words we read into it. Basically, she said, my son ain't decommit for nobody. Hope if he play against him, he bust their ass. Basically, that's what she said. So that means to tell me that something went wrong, they did him wrong, or something of sort of that nature. She don't like how that part went. Listen, I followed Tim Burns since Gwen Cherry. I think they won a national championship once or twice with his coach Corey. His coach was Corey Smith, the guy who just recently died, who got shot in the head. Won a national championship with Corey Smith. Tim Burns, when he got maybe 12, 13 years old, he turned on. And all of a sudden, as an athlete, he was unstoppable. He's returning kicks, playing cornerback, his athleticism kicked in. His mom has to be 5'11", 6 foot. I'm not sure how tall his dad is. But one of the issues with Tim Burns is they're saying that he hasn't grown. Now, when I've asked powers that be about Tim Burns, they say he was good a couple months ago. He good. He good. He in the class. He good. But his size and I'm hearing that even colleges like FAU want 6 foot cornerbacks. Try to hand him talk to him about a cornerback. Nah, they looking 6 foot 6'1", and so Tim Burns maybe 5'9". 5'10", super athletic, super dog. He go out there, he take the ball from you. But he's been the same size in high school. You know what I'm saying? He's been the same size. He hasn't really grown a lot. Is there a growth spurt in there? I don't know. It could be. I mean, Don Levy's son grew a foot in college, but colleges don't recruit you that way. So listen, I didn't get to the bottom of why this stuff happened. I can only, at this point, I'm only guessing. Size has something to do with it. But then you talk about size, and then you look at Corey Couch. Chaminade, defensive back, comes in, well trained. I see him a lot out there with gold feet, getting it in. Starts over Al Blades yesterday. He's the smallest cornerback we got on the team. They sent him on blitzes. He could have had 2 or 3 interceptions yesterday. Does size matter in college football? It does sometimes. It does matter. I seen one of the best high school cornerbacks I ever saw play, Bookie Radley Howes out of IMG, plays for Oklahoma. And sometimes, because he's so small, sometimes his body lets him down. Sometimes his body lets him down. Are there small cornerbacks? Who's some of the small cornerbacks in the NFL? There's a guy named with the wife who she's like his agent who played for the Dolphins, and she talked him out of here, and they went to Tampa. Real smart lady, huh? Brent Grimes. Brent Grimes is a little cornerback. But when you're small, you have to be an animal, an athletic freak. You know what I'm saying? You got to be somebody who could dunk off 2 hands standing still. Something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You got to be an animal. So there are some small cornerbacks in the NFL, but you have to be a freak. And I think Tim Burns is freakishly athletic. I think he is. I just want to go back and just explain and just reiterate that recruiting is a business. It's not for the faint of hearts. You know what I'm saying? And parents, you got to listen to me talk when I say this. You can go into it thinking kumbaya, but at the end of the day, when your kid leave out of high school, from that point forward, it's all a business. So put your child at a school where they need him. Put him in a school, send him somewhere where they need him, and they can't live without him. That'll be my philosophy on my child who's playing football, because anything else other than that is competing, or you become a number or option, and if you don't rise to the top, you off to the wayside. I mean, so yeah. So what happened with Tim Burns? A lot of people are like, hey, man, why they waiting so long? Yeah, they couldn't do it before they had the other 3. It's a business. You got Brentley, Kitchens, Mello. When do you drop Tim Burns? You can't do it in the middle. You trying to get 3 of the best players in South Florida. It's a business. It's a business. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys are asking them to do. They're handling it like business, and we're handling it like kumbaya, my lord, or something. I don't know. Like we handling it like the crib, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But no, man. At the end of the day, it's a business, and I'm sure Tim Burns will be fine. Hammett claims he's coming with him to West Virginia. I don't know. I don't know. Tim Burns never told me that. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a business. So handle yourself as such when you're picking these colleges for your kids. And that's all I got on that. I'm D. It's Caneville, Footballville. Y'all make sure y'all hit subscribe. And if you really love Footballville, you would join for the ones who really care about Footballville. My real fans, the fam. And appreciate everybody that joined. Check out the behind the scenes we shot. Is in the member section. Make sure you hit like and let us know in the comment section below, man. What do y'all think about short cornerbacks?
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what? I say, big time players step up and